Tell me what you see in me. Gotta be something different. You must be.
Hey stars, and welcome back to another video. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. I know it's been so long since I've recorded an actual video, but I've been like really caught up with schoolwork, you know, first year of college. And so I thought maybe today I'm going to do a little bit of storytelling. And this video has two parts because it's going to be kind of long. And if you haven't done theater, then, you know, I do suggest if you like acting and that's your area, go for it. I'm going to tell you a bit of my experiences first time doing theater. And it was a ride of emotions. Let me just tell you, a ride of emotions. Stress, excitement, stress again, confusion. What in the world am I doing? That's exactly what I did. Oh, and pardon me being in my garage. I was cleaning the car, and I was like, no, I'm gonna take some time to videotape. So I don't really know why I came to the feeling I'm gonna do auditions. I've never done theater in my life, ever done it. I think the most acting I'd done was play pretend when I was 5. And I was like kind of nervous, but I was like not really stressed out about it because it wasn't something like if I didn't get in, like, oh my goodness, the world is ending. No, if I didn't get in, I was like, well, better luck next time. But it was really one of my spontaneous moments. Like, I've heard about the auditions, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do it. So I had to try out, and I was so bad at acting. Like, I don't even know how to begin. Like, there was a scene, it was a Shakespeare play, and I didn't understand any of the words that they were explaining, like, in the scenes. Like, I didn't understand it at all. And so I was reading it before auditioning it, and I was like, okay, I think I'm supposed to have this type of emotion. I'm gonna go with my gut. I get there to do auditions, and he asked me what's my experience. I told him, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, I have really minimal experience as doing plays. I don't even know where to begin. And he explained the play, what the scene that we were doing, and I was actually auditioning with another guy, and he was doing the guy part and I was doing the girl part. And so apparently in the scene, I just lost my brother, and I was supposed to be sad. And I've never lost a sibling before, so I really didn't know the feeling I was supposed to have. I just didn't know. And so part of the reason is because I was also nervous that I couldn't really act on command. So I'm just reading it, and I'm just like doing my best to feel sad. And I'm just like, oh, I am very sad for my loss. And he just looks at me like, okay. And he makes the question, can you sing? And I was like, well, yeah, I love singing, and I have some experience in singing. And he tells me, sing. So I sing Joy to the World, but I didn't know most of the lyrics. So I was like, can I just sing a song that I know? So I sang O Come Emmanuel because it was like near Christmas time. So I was like, that was a song stuck in my head. And so I started singing it, and he applauds. He was like, well, you do have a really beautiful range. After we got the list of who got in and who didn't, I got Festy, the clown that's in this play. Basically, I insult everybody and I make fun of everybody and I sing. And I was like, well, this is perfect. I don't have to have much emotion. Like, it's me, you know? And this is like my first year doing anything with the drama or theater. I had no idea where to start. But basically, I was not one of the main characters, but I was right below being one of the main characters. I was always in a scene, and I was always singing, which I had like 3 main songs to sing, and 2 to 3 other snippets of a song. So it wasn't so bad. But for this character, I really had to like get out of my comfort zone, because I don't do like funny voices, like irregular funny voices. And it was a scene that I had to do a funny voice, and kid you not, throughout the whole 4 months that we were practicing, I could not figure out how to make that scene work at all. I was just like, I don't know how to crack my voice like this. I don't. I'm a singer, you know. I try to keep on in tune. And it was like really funny because me and my roommate, we were both in the play, and she would try to help me, and I'll be like, I can't do it. I can't. I just can't. And so throughout the whole 4 months, we were first doing it by act. So first act, we would all go through it together, step by step. You had your script, so you didn't have to memorize right off the bat. And then after we did all the acts, we went into groups to do scenes with each other, like over and over and over and over again. For maybe like 2 months before the actual play, we had to go through acts together, but this time trying to memorize the lines. I remember I went into spring break like memorizing act 1. I had act 1 like so well done, super well done. I knew all my lines. I get to the practices, and he says we're going over act 5 without our scripts, and I'm just like, no way. I don't even know any of my act 5 lines. I'm there with my script just like, oh, we can't use our scripts? Great. So I am so confused. All of us are confused. We don't even know what we're supposed to say, but it was like the funniest improvisations ever. It was super funny, but it was super messy. And so that's fine. That's fine because we had like 2 months to get it together. And throughout the months, we would do it over and over and over again, and we were finally able to memorize or know at least what we're supposed to say. And I remember there was just one scene I could not memorize at all, like at all, and I was like getting frustrated and angry, and I was just like, oh, in my dorm room, like my roommate, she would see my frustration. I literally had to ride a roller coaster because I'd be stressed out, frustrated, but like kind of motivated. Kind of. There was maybe a part that I was like, why did I ever get into theater? Like, why did I talk myself into this? Why? But that's fine. You push through into new experiences. Yeah. 2 weeks before the play, we could not enter on cue. We sometimes had a blockage of our lines. And I remember looking at my friends and be like, how are we gonna get this done? Because we're not ready. And my roommate, she's been in several plays before, so she was like, don't worry, this happens. This always happens. Somehow we always pull through it whenever it's the actual play. And I'm over here like, are we though? Are we though? It gets quite interesting because on the day of our actual play, so much went on in my day that I literally had so much wave of emotion, not just happy, sad, no, like frustration, stress, a lot of stress, more stress, nervous. Yeah, but that's for part 2, so stick around for part 2.